Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is kind of an emergency broadcast. If you are an investor into cryptocurrency, big up my community, and what I'm about to tell you is going to help you in the long run. So if you want to stick around for that, smash a like. And the title of my video is Do Not Buy Crypto Right Now. And there's a reason for that. I am macro bullish in the long term. In the short term, I'm going to exercise caution. And one of the reasons why, guys, is this chart that I'm about to show you. So you see Bitcoin here doing $57,000. Very unexpected, of course. A lot of people getting wrecked with their shorts right now, which is exactly what it's designed to do. And we've got that important announcement about the rate cuts on the 18th. So historically, the question is, what happens to risk on assets? And when you benchmark that against the S&P 500, which is the key leading indicator for all risk assets, especially Bitcoin, what should you do in the next 2 weeks or in the next 10 days? And I've got an interesting chart here for you. And that chart is going to save your backside. Believe me. All right. So if you think of opportunity cost, if you think of buying value, deep value, and if you're not a trigger happy investor, I think you'll do well out of whatever comes your way. So my psychology is this right now. If we are thinking of buying, well, just remember we are fully allocated already. So we are already heavy on the risk side. Okay. I did a video last week that said, look, guys, if you can keep 10% of your dry powder or 10% of your portfolio in stable coins, it's not going to hurt you. And the reason for that is you can double your coins. Now, it's always, it's different this time, is the psychology, right? So sometimes we may be in a situation where we just don't want to get left behind. But if you are allocated, like I'm showing you there, I'm fully in the market. What is the need for me to pour more money and get less for my, less returns for my money? So I want to maximize that. And I want to show you this chart here. Okay, so charts show that S&P 500 does well following a Fed rate cut unless there is a recession. Very, very important. Okay, very important. And this is the distinction that we have to make. So officially, we're not in a recession, but unofficially, I think we have been swimming in and around recession for a while. So could these Fed rates be too late? And there's an article here that goes through the entire history. But I've got a very important chart for you to talk about, and this is the S&P 500. S&P 500 against the U.S. federal fund rate. Now that's rate hikes, rate cuts, and this is the chart for all time, right? Now you see these gray bars here going back as far as 1980 on this record. These gray bars represent every rate cut followed by a dip. You've got one here in 1980. You've got the 1981 cut here, which lasted a long time. It's several months over there. Then, of course, 1990, Bitcoin wasn't around. Then you've got the dot-com bubble. This one is very, very comparable. I don't know historically if any of these have coincided with an election year. So this is the saving grace that we have in the short term to believe in our theory that we will have a big autumn and winter. So if you look at here, dot-com bubble, the bubble bursted, the S&P corrected heavily after the rate cuts, and boom, this went for a while, started to hike up here. 2004 was the really turnaround over here after the rate cuts. So this is pretty long, and then it went absolutely insane. Then you had the 2008 global market crash, the housing crisis, the banking crisis, subprime mortgage lending, all of that nonsense. And this led to basically a rate cut round about, December 10, 2007. And you had that massive cliff over here, and the market corrected. The S&P 500 then started to pick up again and went on a 10-year undefeated stretch until we had the COVID-19 crash over here, and this was an emergency rate cut to stimulate the economy. But as soon as you see that, You see that sharp dip. Now I'm anticipating, the reason I'm telling you do not buy crypto right now is I'm anticipating something as short as this. So if you look over here, February the 18th, boom. And then by March 25th, that recovery was well underway. And then, of course, that brought us back to, of course, that correction that we had in 2022. And now we're starting to see this dip over here. So when you combine that with what you're seeing on the charts, with this sudden rally over here, $57,000, right? Do we tap 62, 60,000? It's anyone's guess right now. But here's the theory. If the market continues to go parabolic from here, you have no reason to FOMO because you are allocated. Okay? Very simple. You are already allocated and you're not putting dry powder chasing pumps. You've already got your bags. No need to waste money. On the other hand, if you sit on your stable coins or your dry powder, like I'm telling you, then what will happen is if we get this correction, which is almost guaranteed, this happens every time. I'm showing you the data right there. What will happen if you were, for example, buying 1,000 alephium and the price drops by 50% because of a Bitcoin correction? Then you're able to double your bag. Opportunity cost, increase your ability to make more multipliers, get double the coins. It's nonsense to put money into the market right now. At the moment, I'm not doing any buy alerts. And I've posted this this entire report that I did today in the Discord. So guys, yeah, let me know what you think. I hope this can help you. This is all very misleading. All of this is designed to get us to think about getting into the market straight away. But you can see here the vast majority of tokens of these bubbles are actually pretty red. A lot of these tokens have not reacted to anything that's going on. So there is still deep value in the market. Having said that, with my expectation of this correction here, and again, if they don't announce recession, this is again the invalidation, right, to my theory of selling everything out. Stock market. So the headline here is quite is quite misleading. Charts show that S&P 500 does well following a Fed rate cut, unless there is a recession. So which one is it? Which one came first, the chicken or the egg? Nobody knows. But all I'm saying is we are in the background. There's been a talk that we've already been in this recession for a while, and the Fed is too late in deciding to cut the rates when they are. So I think somebody was saying it's about 8 months too late. So technically, if this is the case, then expect the ride to be very, very short, sharp to the downside. And then we get into October, Bitcoin goes up, and of course election season, and we finish the year strong. All right, so we have to invalidate our theories. On the one hand, I do believe that if we go by this chart, historically we can see that it drops dramatically. And then this article is saying that obviously if there's no recession, the impact will be less. Either way, you are expecting some type of sell the news. All right, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, join our community, and I'll see you on the next one.